All right, guys, I wanted to show you this bike. This is the Mooncool TK1. We've got the MC350 that we ride. Now we got this bike, Mooncool. Thanks for sending this thing out to me. You guys are awesome. So this bike is a nicer bike than that MC350. So if you can afford to spend the extra money, definitely get this bike, guys. You got to put the basket on. You got to put the tray on that holds the basket. You got to put the front fender on. You got to put the tire on this thing. And the headlight. That's about it on this bike. The rest of it comes together. That MC350, you've got to put the whole thing together. So if you're not good at putting them together, spend the extra money, get this bike. It's better anyways, like I said. Hydraulic brakes on this thing. This thing has directionals. This thing has brake lights. It has everything, guys. This is an awesome bike. This seat here you can get from the Mooncool website. It's a Mooncool seat, so you know, this really makes it really comfortable to ride too. So this thing's a folding bike and you can fold this thing up. It is nice, it folds up. It takes up less room when you go to store it. So it's got some pluses for that. And let's go over the bike. When FedEx pulls up, they're going to drop off a big box like this. You want to pull these plastic tabs out. There's about 6 of them on the box, and then the whole top will lift right off. Piece of cake. This is what you end up with, and I started pulling the foam off, pulled the seat out, pulled the baskets out, anything loose I took out, cut all the tie wraps, and this is what you got left. It's a matter of putting the tire on and the fender and you're good to go. So you want to take this thing, it comes disconnected, and you want to put it together. There's an arrow on both pieces, match the 2 arrows up and put them together. All right, guys, here's the Mooncool TK1. Let's take a look at this thing. So we're going to come up on the front here. I'm going to show you the nice basket area. The basket you got to put on in this bike, but it's a piece of cake to put on. This thing is very easy to assemble. Like I said, this is the way to go if you're going to buy a bike. Get these bikes that are 85% assembled. So you got a nice front light in this thing. I have it angled down quite a bit because you want the light right in front of the bike. You got a nice little knobby tire, 3 inches on that thing. And you've got a 180 millimeter rotor on this thing. You've got hydraulic brakes on this thing, guys. You've got a suspension fork on this thing. Big plus here, big plus with the hydraulic brakes on it. So this is also a folding bike. You can fold this thing so that it takes up less room in your garage. I don't really think you're going to throw this in a car. You might be able to throw it in a pickup truck, though. This is the Mooncool optional seat that I opted to get. Nice little backrest on it. I love this thing. You can get this right on their website. 15.5 amp hour battery on this thing. Plenty enough power to push this bike for a long time. The handlebars also fold down on it. You've got a nice display here that's pretty easy to read, even with glasses, sunglasses on. That's a big plus too. These mirrors are something that did not come on the bike, but I put them on. I also put my cell phone holder on it. The handlebars are telescoping, so you're going to adjust them up and down. Like I said, it does fold over too. Rear basket on this bike is plenty big. This is a bigger basket than some of them. And again, rear wheel drive on this, guys. And you also have directionals on this bike. You have a tail light on this bike, and you have a brake light on this bike. This thing can be seen when you light it up. So you've got a little hitch down here. You could put a trailer on this thing if you wanted. You've also got 180 millimeter hydraulic brakes on the back. And this is a differential right here. This allows the tires to spin independently of each other. That's very important to have on a trike. Some trikes don't have this. You definitely want this thing. Again, rear wheel drive motor on this, guys. 1 speed though. I'd like to see some gears on these in the future. Again, this seat is adjustable in the back. You can put this up and down. Metal fenders on this, guys, big plus. Again, you know, the solid bike. I can't tell you how just this thing is not, it's solid. You know, it's just something that was built to be a trike, and it feels really good. Again, guys, this is a folding bike. You just pull this lever back here. This bike will fold like this. You can take up less room with it. And it's a big help. I'll probably never unfold it or whatever, but it's definitely when I go to store this thing, if it can take up less room, I definitely want to do that. So it's a big plus there. Again, the brakes on this thing are Star Union brakes, very nice brakes. You've got a twist throttle here, a half twist throttle. These bar ends are very solid. They don't twist around. I like that. And I like the fact that you can just put your palm on this. It's very comfortable. Again, you have your directionals here and you have a horn. So all nice things to have on the bike, guys. I should show you this seat also has a little vent in it just to get a little air in there, which is kind of nice. This is what you're looking at when it comes to the screen on this bike. So you have up at the very top here, when you're pedaling this bike and it's pulling power, it's going to tell you how many watts it is. This is the battery showing you the full battery. And when you change your pass settings here, you're going to get these little indicators. And this would be level 5, level 4, level 3, level 2, level 1, and no assist at all. This is your mileage on here. You also can change it to a trip meter. It also changes to show the voltage of the battery. There's quite a few things on this thing. Your countdown as to how long you've been on the bike. And again, back to your mileage. You've got your speed here, which is very nice to have also. The front shock also has a preload on it, so you can adjust how much it's going to bounce or not bounce. You can actually go on this side here, change this thing and lock it out so that the shock doesn't work at all if you didn't want the shock on the front. I've had a lot of people ask what the step over height is. So you're looking at 16 inches and you're looking at about 25 inches that the seat can go down to. Guys, this is going to wrap up the video here on the Mooncool TK1 folding bike. This bike is a lot of bike for the money, guys, so you're going to want to use my code, save a little bit more money on this thing. The TK1, you can get another $150 off by using my code, so make sure you use them. I'll put them in the comments, and I will put them in the description of this video. So you want to get in there, use those. If you got an MC350 you want to buy, make sure you use the Gary80 code, save yourself $80 on that bike. Order the seat at the same time too, guys, because it's very comfortable. You're going to like it a lot better than the seat that comes on the bike. The seat that comes on the bike's comfortable, but don't you want to just like lean against the backrest? That's the whole idea of getting a Trike, right? It was ride around and enjoy yourself. So I hope you guys get something out of this video. So hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you out there on the road, guys, and thank you very much for watching.